Hey guys, Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports here today with our 2017 F150 EcoBoost, and we're going to be throwing in a new coolant expansion tank. But before we get into that, head down below, hit subscribe, and also follow us on Instagram to keep up with everything we got going on. So when you first pop the hood on one of these F150s, you'll notice that the coolant expansion tank is right at the forefront, and it's just this kind of ugly clear plastic tank. And a lot of times with these, as time goes by and they age and you get dirt under here, they kind of yellow and they can crack and have a lot of issues. So as a way of replacing that and upgrading that, we're going to put in the new Mishimoto tank, which is a powder coated aluminum. And basically that'll give us a nice clean look on the front of the truck that isn't going to stick out like a sore thumb, but it'll also hold up to the heating and cooling over time, and we shouldn't have any issues with it yellowing or cracking like a plastic tank would. So with all that being said, we'll pop this out, get the new Mishimoto tank in there, and jump into it right now.
Starting on the passenger side of the reservoir, we remove the bolt holding it to the fan shroud. Staying on the passenger side, remove the clamp that holds the overflow hose to the corner. Then we can remove the hose from the reservoir. Repeat the process on the driver's side of the reservoir and remove the bolt and the hose. Go ahead and cap the hose connections on the reservoir if you have caps to use to avoid spilling any coolant. Pick up the reservoir from the engine bay and start to remove the hose attached to the bottom. It has a metal ring clip that needs to be removed in order to pull the hose from the tank. When you pull the hose, quickly turn the reservoir upside down to spill as little coolant as possible, since we will pour it back into the new coolant tank. Reattach the clip to the hose fitting, then set the Mishimoto tank into the engine bay and reconnect the bottom hose. Both side ports on the tank can have the hoses fitted to them just like on the stock configuration. Use the factory bolts to reattach the tank to the fan shroud. Then refill your reservoir with coolant halfway up until you see it in the sight glass. The factory cap will be reused on the new coolant tank to finish the installation. Click the link in the description to grab one of these upgraded Mishimoto tanks for your F150.